started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. On the run, it's Irving. Runs through a tackle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Brown wants to pass. Quarterback adapted. Finds his man. It's Irvin. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fighting off the defender.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Wants to go up top. Got the quick pass. At the 45 on its way. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Brown will throw it. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Cardinal! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Buys a little time with his feet. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Evans.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you set yourself up now in 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Snap to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down. They might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. You think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is, 4th and inches. I'm going for it. I like my chances.
And the Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. Williams looking for a man. Now improvising. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
With the catch, it's Washington.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
They'll go with a direct snap. It's a running room. He's loose at the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Ford. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Brown wants to pass. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. If you like old-fashioned, grinded-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. Turning it on! He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Huskies. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Brown will throw it. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Stanford quickly to the line. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Brown wants to pass. Pressure coming. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, and that wraps up the first quarter.
Stanford, 7.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete to the right. Wide open spaces. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Williams will pass. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away, and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. On the ground, it's Ford. Turning on the Jets. There he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that
one. Wide receiver going in motion. Brown will throw it. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Stanford wants to push the pace. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, fourth and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last fourth down there.
Finds a spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Brown wants to pass. He's got the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Going for the marker on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He might want another play. He'll start this drive firing. Slings it downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Williams looking for a man. Finds his man. It's Evans. Oh, a lot of space. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. A strike downfield. corral, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll set up to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Washington.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air. And this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown will throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And that's a live ball. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And this is why a lot of offensive coaches are okay going into halftime, trailing, not being too aggressive. Because when you try to make things happen, sometimes disaster strikes. And you just saw it right there.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Grab near the sticks. It's Green. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on a first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Williams will pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll immediately call timeout. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Here comes the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Washington.
So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Takes the handoff. It's 4. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Williams looking for a man. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! And the beatdown has ensued. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Notre Dame is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Joe Montana, this might not be over yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Brown wants to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And that one's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Stanford comes to the line, and that 1st down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy...
Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Williams will pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Washington. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. These guys wanted to make a statement. Statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Ford. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. It's a seam wide open. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun to give, looking for room. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.